Hello everyone, welcome back to Mary's Little House. Today I received a gift from someone who knows that I really like donkeys, that the donkey is my favorite biblical animal. The donkey was the one that was chosen to carry Mary and Jesus when Jesus was in Mary's womb, when they had to go to Bethlehem to register for the census. The donkey was the one that got Jesus out of town when Herod was after him, when they had the flight into Egypt. And today's gospel, or every Palm Sunday, we see that Jesus asked for a donkey to ride into Jerusalem in his triumphal entrance into Jerusalem. Well, this is the gift that someone gave me because of my liking donkeys. I have a little collection of them, of statues, some very realistic, some whimsical, like this one, of donkeys. There's another reason too for donkeys um, that I like about them. The main reason is, or today, the reason for the donkey is that Jesus was king. He was the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He deserved better. A donkey was a poor man's way of transportation. He should have had a camel, with glistening kind of saddle, but yet he came on a donkey into Jerusalem. He wanted to show that his kingdom had nothing to do with the powers to be, nothing to do with force and intimidation. He came as a humble king on a donkey. That's the message of the donkey today in the entrance, his glorious entrance into Jerusalem. The other one is, in commenting about the Palm Sunday, St. Catherine of Siena said that when people do not accept Jesus, and there were people in the crowd, some of the scribes and Pharisees were very close to Jesus coming into their lives, even opposing him, even later on seeking to kill him, to do away with him. And she said that those people who resist Jesus, who do not let him enter their lives, who do not let him reign over them as their king, are like donkeys, she said. I like donkeys, and but she was making a point. For many people, donkeys are sort of dumb looking. You're not dumb looking, are you? But anyway, and they're beasts of burden, and they're. But of course, if anybody acted like a donkey, they would be subhuman, and not accepting the good when they see it, not accepting Jesus, even though they saw the miracles Jesus performed. Well, they're subhuman, and they could be like a donkey. I don't know if donkeys are stubborn as a mule, as their cousins or hybrid cousins, but that's what, anyway, St. Catherine of Siena said. They're like the donkey that Jesus is riding in. Those who resist to Jesus's gift of the truth that the Father loves them and the Father sent him to save them. The other reason is I like a donkey is it's a good role model for me. Let me explain. Donkeys are humble. They're cute. I think people like them. They like to see them. I sure do. I just love to see them in a corral or something. Every year, the Shrine of Our Lady of the Snows has donkeys come, and they have donkey rides as well as pony rides and camel rides. And they have cute little donkeys in their petting zoo too. But so they're cute and pleasant, and they're not intimidating. They're not big like a camel or a bull or something like that. They're humble. And I always wanted to spread the gospel, the good news, not to scare people, but to do it in a delightful way. Well, donkeys are delightful. So I think if they could carry if the donkey carries Jesus and Mary to get away from Herod, if the donkey carries Jesus to Jerusalem for Palm Sunday, then I, like a donkey, can carry Jesus' message in a humble and a delightful way. There's another thing too, and this is going to be hard to understand. I wrote this in my daily reflection today. Dear Jesus, the little donkey you rode on Palm Sunday was the beast of the poor man. You, the King of Kings, deserve better, but chose this humble little animal. Let me be your donkey today, so people can only see you present even in the likes of this little outcast. Well, I don't mean putting myself down. God would never do that. But I know in the eyes of people, I'm sort of an outcast. And rightly so, because it's all my fault. God didn't do that. But even an outcast like me, even one who people wonder about, God could work through that person. If Jesus chose a donkey to ride into Jerusalem, if St. Joseph chose a donkey to carry his beautiful, lovely spouse pregnant with Jesus, surely could choose me to proclaim the good news of his love for us, being sent by the Father who so loved us to send his Son, and the Son giving his life upon the cross to save us. Surely I could be a donkey for them, for proclaiming the good news, for carrying it in to every house in the world, for carrying it in and proclaiming it on the streets of the world. And the people will see a donkey or someone who is delightful, is someone that the gospel it comes from a humble way, not a powerful, intimidating way, but a way of gentleness and love. The love of God is so gentle. The love of God is so merciful. You know, God's greatest attribute is mercy. You know what mercy is the love of God encountering our misery, encountering our weakness. So I like the donkey for that reason too. So when you see a donkey, one like this is a little whimsical here, but that's when somebody gave it to me today. They knew how I like donkeys, and I was just listening to the Passion of Jesus, or to the first gospel when we blessed the palms in the first part of before the procession of the palms, and I said, oh, there's my donkey again. And so I pray that sending you these messages, the daily reflections before his face, sending you out the YouTube Take 10 with Jim. This is number 86. I pray that you won't resist the donkey or the message the donkey brings you. God bless you now. Bye-bye.